Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Out of Character, and I am your person with the Merson, Marcus Womble.
What?
I had nothing. I committed already, and I didn't know where I was going with it, so I just finished it out.
Hi, I'm your average player, John Carter.
Hi, my name's George, and I'm here for some good times.
Ooh, George, I'm sorry, but we're all out of good times.
Damn.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, tonight we're gonna be DM'd. He's gonna be all up in our DMs. Marcus Womble,
Wait, what?
you're DMing, right?
What?
Fuck you. You have the screen. They can't see it. I can see it. Stop fucking with me.
You got the script, right? The script went out, right? John, you got your script, right?
Huh?
Okay.
I did not. What happened last time? Because I remember we had hot toddies, then we had margaritas, and I forgot everything after that.
Well, y'all got into a fight.
Wait, like me and George?
Yeah.
Like fist fight?
Yeah.
Dang.
George won.
Obviously.
And then you became the DM.
Shit.
It was really weird.
That happened?
Yeah. I think he went Super Saiyan at one point.
Oh, with the glowing hair?
Yeah. I was just cuddling
That's
my
not
Steve
fair.
Buscemi pillow of inspiration.
Wait,
Okay.
you got the Steve Buscemi pillow of inspiration?
All right.
Yeah, from Drunk Marcus.
I want you guys to. What's his name?
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi?
It's Buscemi.
I'm sorry, is it Buscemi?
No, it's Steve Buscemi.
No, it's Steve Bushmaster.
A
Look, I'm probably going to be saying a lot of things weird.
All right. So
Because my
John
mouth
has
hurts.
the Steve Bushwhacker pillow of inspiration.
You mean
Yes.
The
And-
Steve Bush Muncher?
So what else happened?
You gave me a lot of cool shit.
Okay.
And then took it away because he was being a bad sport.
That sounds
one.
about right.
Yeah, I was being a spoiled brat. And then George has a character that creeps me the fuck out, and I don't want to continue. So y'all have a good day. Bye.
Oh, I can't wait to see this character. I really should have listened up before we started recording today.
Yeah. And so yeah, we went into a cave. We're trying to find some opals, something for
Gamorrean pearls.
Good morning, pearls. Good morning, pearls.
Good morning, Pearls.
For Ashlock, and you were in a cave, and there's a fat tabaxi cat man who is currently on the ceiling. Yeah, so that's what we have happened last time on our character, and now we're about to dive into this one.
We should play a song.
Hold on, let me think really hard.
Before we start,
Ah, damn it, George.
before we actually get into things like we usually do, just a quick shout out to the folks over at Syrinscape for their
Oh,
cool,
yeah.
awesome app and sound effects.
Thank you to Syrinscape.
I don't think we
is
have any
committed to the song.
sponsors today.
No, he's committed to the song, so you might want to just keep doing that before he runs out of breath. Oh, he ran out of breath.
Let's get into the show.
Yeah.
So last time we left off,
Oh, now you remember?
We went into a cave.
Technically, we did. You did nothing.
Y'all went into a cave
Uh-huh.
and searched for some Garmonian pearls that Ashlock needed to finish the bracers for Darren. As they made their way in, was it Cricket?
Yes.
Cricket remembered the way to go is following the heavier flow from the river and found a couple of guys. There was a hey, you guys.
I was going to say, were there a couple of guys up to no good? Starting some trouble in my neighborhood?
There was a heftier
What?
tabaxi.
I'm going to get in one little fight, and then my mom's going to get scared.
So you're going with your uncle and auntie in Bel
And there was
Air.
a human with a little mohawk over on the side of the face. Blah, blah, blah. And we rolled an initiative.
Yes.
And last thing that happened was
I thought George's character was trying to cast suggestion,
he was.
but he wasn't the first in initiative, was he?
I was.
You were?
Yes. I
Did
rolled
the
a 21.
DM write it down?
The DM wrote it down.
Oh, and he's first?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
So
okay.
we're effectively in initiative, correct?
Yes. So, what is the? Is it a wisdom save?
Yes.
DC.
I believe it is a 12. Oh, boy.
You only have a DC of 12?
Yes.
All right. So right now
Huh.
you see.
I'm sorry, it's a 14. Thank you.
I was like, what? It's like, that's a low ass,
Low ass.
yeah, just a low ass.
So the tabaxi who is about to run off and go warn the others that someone's coming stops for a second, looks over at the human, and he is going to start. So he is under the impression that the human is trying to take his loot or take
Correct.
the loot. So he is going to come around.
Go around town.
And stand next to Darren in an attempt to block off the rest of the path that y'all just came from.
Oh, interesting.
And he's gonna stand there with a held action.
All right.
After that, it is the human's turn, and he will, unaware of what exactly is going on. All right, look, you people. We're gonna need you to just go back to where you came from. And he is gonna start taking a step towards Cricket,
Mm-hmm.
and he pulls out.
20, because these are 10-foot squares.
I forgot what I said he had. I think he had the short bow.
He
I
had.
don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I think he's the one that had the short bow. So instead of going all the way up, he's going to come up and kind of get on the other side. One more.
We're all following. Okay, hold on. Okay, 10, 20.
Right there. And hold an arrow ready at you.
All right. My hands are still up at this point.
Okay? After that, it's Darren.
I will hold a firebolt and do this tabaxi out whisper. Hey, aren't you gonna go stop him? He's about to get everyone else to come take it all.
Roll persuasion.
I will. So 17.
All right.
So solid 10 plus 7.
And you have a held firebolt.
Yes.
Okay. Next up, it's Cricket.
Let's see. What components is this?
We got ourselves a standard Mexican standoff.
I'm going to, just with my hands up, cast Minor Illusion as subtly as I can and have a whisper in the tabaxis. Or actually, I'm going to...
No, keep it up. Let's just keep fucking with the Tabasco.
No. It's not a whisper. Essentially, I want to have it to where it sounds like the human with the crossbow on me. Essentially say, and after I get done with you two, I'm gonna take out.
Fatty over there.
Yeah, Jared. Right? His name was.
Yeah.
His name was said.
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna minor illusion that voice coming from her. It's like, after I take you guys out, I'm gonna take out him, and that's essentially my turn.
Okay.
That's how you do it. You motherfucker.
So, yeah, he, let's say he's going to step up.
Mm-hmm.
It is now Jarek's turn, so he's going to step up 5, so 10, 20 up to the human, unsheathing his short bow or short sword, and take a slash at him.
Was I able to see him casting Minor Illusion with a perception of 19?
Give me a sleight of hand.
Happily, DM. Let's see. It's not bad. All right. That would be a 17, so yeah, you'd be able to see it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so he slashes down, and it's going to be a hit, most definitely.
Well, essentially, you see me cast a spell. Do you know Minor Illusion?
I don't know it, but I think it's in the Sorcerer Wheelhouse.
And he's going to deal 4 damage.
Oh.
And that is going to be his turn. After that, Jarek is going to release the arrow that he had trained on you.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I would like to release my firebolt at him.
Okay. Unless an 8 hits, that's definitely going to miss.
But I'm going to, like, as it's deflecting off my armor, I'm going to pretend like I'm injured, essentially. Just like, ah! So
right.
I, like, imposing no threat at all.
What
Nice Minecraft reference.
what armor do you have on?
I think it's basic leather, if not studded leather. Let me double check. Yeah, just basic leather.
Okay. So he lets that arrow loose, and it kind of strikes the side and gets kind of stuck in the leather. And you can kind of put an arm down and hold it into place like you just got shot there. And
Great acting.
you rolled for firebolt.
Yeah, it was a 27 to hit
That will most definitely hit.
and 11 damage.
That, yeah, he is smoke. So you release your firebolt. It strikes him straight into the chest and kind of engulfs some of his clothes. And as he falls dead, you see little fires kind of smoldering on his clothes. What do y'all want to do next?
Are we
It
still
is
in combat?
Darren. It's right now with Jarek's wisdom that he has. He is so wrapped up in the fact that Farrell may have just been trying to steal from him that y'all are not a threat.
Hey, man. Actually, as I'm gonna run over here, and well, did you do a performance check?
For, do you want me to do performance or deception?
Performance.
All right. It's also not bad. Did I put my D20 in here? I did. Yeah. That's gonna be a 19.
Okay. Was it insight?
Insight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
inside against
Oh,
it.
yeah. No, I believe you. So I'm gonna run over and like go to like make sure you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
Notice that there's no blood, and then
I'll show you that
Yeah.
the arrow's just kind of stuck there, but I'll hold it in place with my hand. Are
I've
we?
gotta-
So if I don't know if we want to stay in initiative. Are we in initiative right now?
If y'all want to remain hostile with him,
I wouldn't say
can.
hostile, but there's definitely like things that might go wrong on our
Okay.
end.
Then it's Darren's turn.
Okay.
okay. So I run over, notice that he's not. My action is to start going through my bag. Gotta find bandages. Hey, Jarek, go take care of whatever you need to, man. We're good here. And I'll start acting as if I'm bandaging his side.
Okay. Cricket.
I'm going to once again minor illusion, but this time I want it to be like whispers of almost insecurity and doubt. Did I hear both their names?
If I remember right, you just heard
Jarek.
Jarek.
Okay.
That was a deception roll of 20. by the way.
I want to
Yeah, I'm not even trying to.
just kind of whispers of like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I killed her." In his own voice, it's like, "Are the others gonna believe me? Oh, I don't know what to do. Maybe I should just leave." Just kind of start sowing seeds of doubt in his head. I want it to be very soft whispers, almost unintelligible.
You were
roll a
fucked up in
performance.
the head, sir.
What's performance?
Yes.
What's the performance?
Yeah, 18.
Natural 20.
Damn it. Yeah, this is why I wanted to stay in initiative because it might go wrong.
-1.
It's still 19.
Still 19. All right. But you do see he is not smart nor wise.
Mm-hmm.
It takes him a second listening to it. And, oh, was I just saying something or was. No.
Dang it.
Something is going on here and I don't know what it is.
I forgot that was his voice.
Oh, are you okay, sir?
I just kind of purse my lips and nod my head and like, yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay, well, I think I was supposed to go tell the people that there are more people here. But what about the loot? What if he had more people? Oh, what do I do? What do I do?
Was that his turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at Cricket
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to mouth kill him. I'm going to mouth it.
And I'm gonna just nod fervently. I'm gonna like
Nod or shake?
Shake fervently. I'm like looking at the torched body of the other one, and I'm kind of like kind of almost wide-eyed. And I'm just like, no, shaking my head, no, like no to kill.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Well, it's not my turn, so
It's my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to stand up, bring my staff in front of me, flick next to the diamond that's on top of my staff, casting chromatic orb,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna do a fire orb. I'm just gonna send it out at Jarek.
Okay.
It's gonna be an 11.
All right, so you are you're trying to confirm with Cricket here whether or not to attack him, and you see him shaking his head, and for the slightest second you kind of hesitate, and it just that slight hesitation makes it go a little off to the side. Cricket, it's your turn.
all right. Seeing how this person, Darren, isn't listening, I'm gonna stand up quickly almost like heated, and as quickly as I can say it, it's like, your friends will never believe you, that you killed them. They won't believe why you did it. They won't believe that they were trying to hurt you. You need to get out of here. Start a new life. And I'm casting suggestion again.
All right.
It's a pretty hardcore suggestion right there.
Is there any sort of...
They have an advantage because I believe we've been hostile to them.
Okay. That's a 18 on the first roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Succeeds. And I just kind of like drop my head.
Okay. At the sight of the hostility towards him, in his moment of need and confusion, he is going to take off towards the direction the river is flowing from.
Mm-hmm.
So is he right here?
He was right here.
So he's going to go 10, 20, climb up on the wall, and go 30, 40, 50, 60 right there.
How far did he climb on the wall?
Sorry. He's just about 5 feet up.
Okay.
And actually, he's going to bonus action 70, 80, 90.
Uh-huh. Yep. Whose turn?
So it will be Darren's turn.
10, 20.
Remember, anything with the
It's difficult terrain, so it's...
river is difficult.
So I can get right there. Half in his spot and half on the river kind of thing. Can I see him?
I think your sight would end at that wall right there. You cannot see him.
I will then dash.
Okay.
40, 50, 60.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just able to get to kind of the mouth of this little cove. Is this a cove? Outcropping?
That would be an outcropping, yeah.
Yeah. Next, Cricket.
Let's see. I don't think there's anything special I can do. No, there's nothing I can do, so I'm just gonna kind of hold my action to dash if I hear anybody coming our way.
Okay. So on the Tabaxi's next turn, he's going to go another 60.
Can I hear him running? And can I kind of like hear how far away he is?
Yes. With a perception check.
That's a 4.
Unfortunately, with the stone walls around you and how they kind of become narrow and wider, and the way the sounds are echoing, you can't quite tell how far he is. But you do hear him getting farther away.
Okay.
Next up, Darren.
I'm going to come back. 10, 20, 30.
Okay.
Just going to look at Cricket, but I think he got away. I messed up on my... It's whatever. But he's definitely going to go get more people, so we got to figure out what to do now. That was a good ending on the song.
At this point, we'll go out of combat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just running off. as you stand here and you're talking, the body of Farrell kind of slides down into the river and starts kind of bobbing down.
Oh, I mean, I'll
And
run
floating
over
down.
and see if there's anything of interest,
Okay.
like gold or something.
All right.
Investigation,
Yep. Perception.
perception.
Yes.
10.
10.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not necessarily sneaky about their stuff. So you are able to find a little pouch that's just got about 10 gold in it.
Okay.
And the short bow, and he had a quiver with about 10 arrows.
Okay.
Not a whole lot of value on him, except for the 10 gold.
All right. Well, Cricket, did you know there were bandits in here?
I shake my head no.
No more shaking your head. I know you can talk. I've heard you do it twice now.
And I shake my head no.
You're difficult. Do you know that?
And I reach into my bag and I bring out Sally.
Hi, Sally.
Hi.
So what do y'all think the plan is?
Well, chances are he's gonna go call someone and they're gonna bring more people. So we can wait here and potentially set up an ambush, or we can see if there's any potential spots to be waiting at somewhere else.
Yeah.
He was talking about treasure and he was looking in the other way, the path we came from. Maybe there's something over there.
Yeah, I think we should just roll down that way and see what happens and possibly set up an ambush down there. How's that sound, Sally?
Yeah. Sounds pretty smart. You know,
I start walking away.
I take the body out of the river and I kind of set it to the side and just sigh a little bit to myself.
Set it up a bit like a dummy.
No. I kind of cross its arms and make sure the eyes are closed
Okay.
and set it off to the side.
Did I see any hints of magic happen when he was using Sally that time?
Roll Arcana.
Natural 20.
No,
No.
you did not.
There's no hand gestures, there's no components to it essentially.
Hating this more and more. Yeah, I'm just
All
walking
right, so
away.
y'all head back the way that y'all just came from. And as you're going back, kind of going slowly, not to slip, you come to that fork where y'all decided to follow the river,
Up there?
right here.
Oh, yeah.
Which direction do you want to take?
I'd say we go back that way. Go follow the riverless path for
Down
the
this
time
way?
being. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start walking down that I guess that left path coming down back this way. It starts to narrow, and you start curving more around to the left. After about 40 or 50 feet, it widens back up, and then at one point, as you keep walking, it keeps going to the left. It becomes a wider and wider, and you're keeping a light cantrip going this whole time, right? Okay. So as you come to the end, you make it all the way around and get to the end down there, and find yourself at a dead end.
Is there anything around here?
Make a perception check.
I want to see if there's anything out of the ordinary, something that stands out.
Okay. Give me investigation.
Natural 20.
Oh. 16.
Okay. You both notice that the ground that who's the blue?
That's me.
The ground that you're standing on looks like it has been. Most of this is kind of rock ground, and as you come around and it starts widening out, it becomes more gravelly.
Okay.
And you notice that the ground you're standing on, if you've worked with gravel and there's moisture underneath and it gets disturbed, then you'll see like all the dry gravel, but where it was disturbed is kind of more wet. You see about 5 foot area where you're standing is kind of wet gravel.
Oh. Step away from it.
Okay.
I'll just start moving earth. I'll start just like piling it over here.
Okay. You do that, and
Takes
it's
out five cubic foot.
yeah. So you move 5 feet out, push it to the side. You do a second one, and with that movement, you see a chest move up with the gravel as you push it off to the side.
I just stare open, like awestruck eyes over at
Cricket.
Cricket.
I kind of give a thumbs up, like, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Eyes wide.
Let's see if we can open it up, huh?
A nod.
All right. You gotta open it. It is latched and locked.
Let's see. Take out one of my daggers.
Okay.
I kind of hold you to stop, and I take out a needle from my weaver's tools and see if I can use that instead.
Okay. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
I'm not, but
Okay.
I'm proficient with weaver's tools.
Roll a dexterity check without proficiency with disadvantage.
All right.
Whoa.
Fuck. Let's see, dex check with no proficiency. Nah, that's a 6.
You've seen people who are able to pick locks, and you try to mimic the movements, the twisting of it, kind of giving a little pressure. Nothing's working for you.
Can I suck my teeth?
See, no, I knew you could fucking talk. Oh, whatever. No, you gotta do it like this. I'll take out a dagger, and hey, let me see that needle, please.
I hand it to him.
See, what you gotta do is you gotta find a way to match up all the tumblers that are inside the locking mechanism. Learn that from my friend. I'll try to start picking it.
All right. Same thing. Dex, no proficiency, disadvantage.
All right. Come on, Ashlock. That will be a 16.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh. It's 12 and a 16 on the die, plus 4 dex.
You motherfucker. All right, you just picked a lock with a needle
And a dagger.
And a dagger.
and a dagger, and it pops open. That little lock hanging on the side pops open. You can take the lock off.
I'll smugly look over at Cricket real quick as I hand him his needle back.
Thumbs up. Good job.
Okay. You lift the latch up, lift the lid. Make a dexterity saving throw.
I shouldn't have said him. He's right next to me. Does he need to as well?
Yes, he does.
So that's a 19.
Okay.
Saving throw, right?
Yes.
15.
It was 3. So, you both take 1 fire damage.
Nice.
As you lift it open, You see some sort of contraption filled with some black powder that quickly ignites with a small little explosion.
Oh, I forgot to check for that.
Yep.
I'll just like dust the suit off my face. I look inside.
All right. You look inside. How well can you count?
I'm pretty good.
All right. So you count, or you estimate about 200 gold in the chest, and you find a good handful of gems, quite sizable gems. You would have to get them appraised, but you know it's going to be worth at least 50 gold, at least, probably more.
On the bag.
Okay.
Your bag?
For the moment, yeah.
I
What?
reach out my hand, and then like open my bag.
I'll put the gems in his bag.
I take the gems out, split them evenly, give you half.
Fine. I'll split everything half.
I close up my bag.
Okay.
So it's 125 for the both of us.
So 100, and then
25 worth of gems.
it was actually 75. So y'all can do.
I'll let you take 50.
Cool.
Okay.
And then 25 worth of gem.
Yeah, and there's a diamond that's a pretty good size. That'd be about 50, so you can take that, and then you've got a handful of rubies and
I'll take the rubies and
emerald.
stuff. Yeah. Anything else that we noticed down here?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all there was down that way.
Put the chest back.
Okay.
Relock it.
Okay.
Move Earth down.
All right, cover back up.
Try to make it as seemingly like it just was never moved.
All right. It's gravel. It's not too difficult to make it look like it was. So we'll say
Sweet.
hard to tell it ever happened.
Okay. Well, we didn't find a pearl, so now we got to go do other stuff.
Well, there's still a chance that there's more people coming, so
Well, we'll fight them. It's fine.
all right. Do you only know how to end altercations with violence?
No.
Let's try a bit of diplomacy this time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't really think the way your diplomacy is also. I don't think your diplomacy is any less violent than mine.
Kind of a head tilt and confusion.
You are magically manipulating people's minds. That's not diplomacy. That's just called meddling. Magic meddling of their minds. You're not being diplomatic. You're controlling them.
Let's try less violent means.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out.
Why not?
Because bandits are bad. Are they robbing and giving to poor people? Have you seen these people do good around?
I haven't seen them do bad.
I'm telling you that if they label themselves as bandits, either they're bluffing.
Have they called themselves bandits?
You haven't heard it.
Oh shit! I thought they said that.
No.
No. I don't think people was like, we're a merry band of bandits.
You heard
You don't?
the group from Thomas's squadron that were talking about bandits in the area, but you just kind of walked in on them kind of talking, and part of the conversation you heard was how I believe you heard a guy named Wamba had wanted to hire a tabaxi, and that's how he ended up there, but nothing about bandits.
All right. Well, we'll see how well that goes later on. I mean, we already kind of got to the violent altercation, so
I'm aware.
I think the cards are stacked against us now.
All right.
And both their heads kind of loll down.
And I just walk briskly that way.
Okay. So going back, you make it to the fork.
Do I hurt anybody?
Make a perception check.
I will as well. That's a no bueno for me either. 2. 11.
Whoa, what?
11.
Out of a 2?
No, I rolled an 8.
Oh,
Oh,
I heard.
yeah.
I said that's no bueno for me.
Oh, for me 2.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Because I heard him say, oh, man.
No, I said fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
7.
7 and 11.
Hey.
You think you hear footsteps splashing in the river? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell.
I kind of motion to your light and kind of give the like quit or like stop motion,
Kill sign.
like the kill sign, to like cut it out.
I'll just make it dim. Like 5x5.
Okay.
I like motion like lower,
I can't see.
and I motion to my eyes like
They won't be able to see either.
Yeah, but they know this can't. Okay. And I'll just cut it out.
and then my hand is on your shoulder, and you hear Sally just whisper, and you're like,
Wait, right here.
Now just swap my hand.
and I like stash Sally in my bag, and like I start gently and gingerly making my way
Okay.
forward, because I
Which
know
way?
there's a campfire up ahead,
Yeah.
and I don't want to get too close to where I can be seen, but
Okay. So, as soon as you kind of get in sight of the this little outcropping here,
yeah.
you will be in dim light. So you can kind of get up there to look, but they will be able to see you but you can kind of hide.
Right. All right.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay. All right. Soft 20.
Okay. And it makes sense. There's a very dim light. There's a lot of kind of outcroppings and crevices to kind of press yourself up into to kind of hide. You sit there. You wait about a minute. You hear these kind of every now and then plops in the river that you thought were footsteps. And at one point, you see a frog jump off of a wall and land in the river
Okay.
and make one of those sounds.
All right. All right. I'm going to make my way back to Darren.
Okay. So you don't see him coming up, but
Just sitting there chilling in the dark.
I like gently place a hand on his shoulder. And then kind of
Creepy Cricket, is that you?
I like can't see me nod, but I'm going to like put my hand on his staff and like try to put his hand back on like his crystal to motion like light's okay, or try to convey that message as best I can without speaking. And like I'll tap the crystal.
Don't tap my shit, man. Now 5x5 light will pop up.
okay.
I'm gonna kind of like motion, like point to my eyes, seeing like no one.
Why don't you talk all the time?
I don't want to bring out Sally.
Of course.
We didn't see anyone. But we do have an idea.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to take Sally off my hand. And the river is flowing away from us, correct?
Yeah, it's flowing towards the exit or the entrance of the cave you came
Yeah,
from.
Damn it! I was hoping it would flow the other way. Fuck. Never mind then. I don't take Sally off my hand. Well, I do, and I put her in the bag. Yeah, I'll just kind of motion like we're good, and I gesture to like follow me, and I start making my way back to where the campfire was.
Darren does that. I just
Okay.
will follow.
Audible sigh.
Yes.
All right, so moving very slowly,
Mm-hmm.
you make your way back up. You get to the area with the campfire. No one is in sight.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anyone. What do you do?
I would like to look around
Okay.
to see if it's just like this one way.
See what?
If it only goes like if this is just like the only outcropping or the only place to go in this area.
Okay. Yeah, so you take a look around. Give me a perception check.
9
You see
fell off the table to a natural 20. Can
Alright.
take that.
I mean, it's a very low DC, as there's a giant hole. You look around the area where the campfire is, and there's just a bunch of kind of crevices, crannies, nooks, all those things. Then you look across the other side of the river, and you see that if you're following the wall with your left hand going upriver, there's a break in the wall, and then on the right side coming back, it kind of covers over and comes to where it would kind of obscure your view. But looking down there, you see it's only about a foot wide, but there's a crack in the wall here. And looking ahead, count for me, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, the light is barely reaching there, but you see some more water over there.
And that's a crack that's only a foot wide?
Yes.
Oh. Your drawing is very misleading.
Well, it's really hard to do.
Hey, there's a hole in the wall. Well, more like a crack in the wall over there.
I perk up and
Go see if you can put your way through it.
I like think for a second, look at you, kind of I'm at visibly at odds with myself. I sigh, kind of look up, and I reach into my bag, and I bring out Sally. But instead of putting it on my hand, I set her on the floor.
Well, that's different.
And then I kind of like grab you by the shoulder and kind of pull your attention away from her. Like I'm about to say something. Kind of like. And I want to essentially make you think I'm going to say something just to pull your attention away from her.
Performance check?
An insight for me?
Deception?
Yeah.
Okay.
An insight for me?
Yeah.
Use this one. 22.
18.
All right.
So I'll take a long, hard look back and
Just waiting for words that aren't coming.
no, like, yeah, we're at Sally. Shrug, and I'm like, what's up?
And then I'll like shake my head, never mind. But by the time we look back, Sally's gone. And I'm going to have her kind of explore that area.
Okay. So yeah, she can pretty easily squeeze her way through there. she gets through and falls in the river, it's going to be a little bit deeper than a foot. Can Sally swim?
She should. Let me check stats. They don't have a swim speed.
Okay.
It has a fly speed.
Then Sally can fly over the river.
I hate every part of this.
And comes right here, looks to the left, looks to the right, and sees the river flowing
Just around the river bend.
from the right. Which way would she go?
Oh man, I'd be really bad at like mapping this out in my head. So I'd probably go to. Well, which way is the river flowing?
River's flowing this way. So it's coming from her right and then flowing down the path to the left.
All right, I would go upstream.
Okay. So she takes a right and goes up there. Does she have dark vision?
Yes, 120.
Okay. As she gets up there, she sees a split where the river keeps going around and curves to the left, and to the right there's another dry path.
I'll keep going upstream, see if
Okay.
there's anything.
Is she being stealthy with this?
Yeah, I'd say with given the current circumstances.
Okay. Give me a stealth check for her.
All right. Ooh, +5. 17.
17. All right. Easy enough with her flying, not really making a lot of noise. She goes to the left and keeps curving around. It kind of winds a bit, and then she finds about a 5-foot area at the very end where it's just a pool. And the water is flowing out of this pool, and she looks down at the pool, and there's a deep, dark circle in the middle of it, where you kind of see, where the river is flowing. You see a lot of the stone underneath. The water is a lot less colored, but when she gets to this, it just gets dark. Like, it goes really deep there. Do you know the Jeremiah's well? Not Jeremiah's well. Jacob's well in Central Texas.
No.
I do.
It's about like that, where it's just in the middle of it. There's
It's like a void.
yeah, just emptiness underneath it.
Oh wow. All right. Okay, I'll note that, and then just kind of have her go the other way as well,
Okay.
stealthy as well.
She flies back, goes to the left side, or follows the left, and follows that dry path. It winds a bit. This path is a little bit wider than the one following that river, or that kind of spring. And
Before we get too far into this,
yeah,
well, since we're just sitting there and I'm just gonna look over. Hey, I'm just gonna turn this fire off. How about that?
Oh no. Okay.
No. Control flames, extinguish the fire, and come sit over here.
okay.
And I'll sit down and chill with my 5x5.
When you do that,
Uh-huh.
give me a wisdom save.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Nothing happens.
good.
All right. So you or Sally follows this path. It winds.
Sally walk,
And give
walk
me
down the
a
street.
perception with disadvantage, since this is darkness. It's going to be like looking at dim light.
Let me check something real quick.
Okay. So, John,
No, I don't like this at all. I'm sorry, was that not your question?
no, it was not.
What's your question?
How's your day?
Well, I'm in pain, so there's that. Getting teeth pulled is no fun.
It's like pulling teeth.
Yeah. It's about as fun as pulling teeth.
It's a 9.
9.
Yep.
Okay. And she's flying this whole way, right?
Correct.
Okay. She gets to the end, and down at the end, she sees a piece of wood. Looks like it's been worked by some sort of woodworker. Just a kind of like a rod.
Interesting. All right. Would she maybe be able to pick it up? Like, how heavy would it be?
I mean, it's probably. I mean, it's only about 2 inches thick, and it's about 5 feet long-ish. She can definitely attempt to.
I'll have her try to pick it up.
Okay. She grabs it, starts lifting. The end of it is sticking out of some of the soil here, and she lifts, and at the bottom of it, you see it's a shovel.
Huh.
Where is this at?
It's over in that corner, correct?
Yeah, all the way down here.
Yeah. It's a shovel. That makes me think perhaps someone was digging something or buried something.
Or someone.
That's interesting. But the only way I really know how to get there is that small crevice now. Now I could go back and have her see where the other pathway goes. I'll have her do that.
Okay. She comes all the way back and meets back up with the river, and she'll start coming down the river. And as she goes just past where she came through that crack, she starts seeing some, looks like evening kind of daylight streaming in from where y'all entered the cave.
Oh, so then I put the pieces together. It's like, oh, this connects to where. Oh, right, that pathway did divert.
Yep.
Where we walked back from. Interesting. And then I'll have her kind of come back and kind of sit back down where I'll put her down.
Okay.
Do I see that?
Not in darkness.
And then I go over and pick her up and put her in my bag.
Okay.
And then I make my way to Darren.
Hey, what's up, man?
Bring Sally up.
I found something interesting. You remember that fork where we first entered?
Yeah.
It seems down that way there is something potentially buried. If you want to check that out.
Yep. And start walking.
All right.
All right. Before we get going that way, passive perception.
28. Just kidding, it's 12.
13.
13. And investigation.
12.
13.
And insight.
12.
13. Lucky number.
All right. Okay.
I don't like that.
So you start making your way down the river. You come
Yeah, I do.
quickly
Gross.
Sometimes.
and make your way back to that fork.
My mom said it wasn't a problem.
Why do you talk to your mom about that
Gross.
stuff?
It was a joke.
You turn to your right and start making your way up the river again, moving very slowly. Are y'all being stealthy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me stealth checks.
I believe that's going to be a 19.
21.
All right.
18.
Okay. Y'all don't even notice each other. You start making your way back up. Do you have your light cantrip going right now?
5x5, yeah.
Okay. You make your way up the river. Get to where it splits off.
Mm-hmm.
And so are you leading
Yeah.
this one? Right here. And start walking up.
Is this where you saw everything?
I nod my head yes.
I'll start keeping a close eye about.
A close eye.
Just around, looking for, like, weird shit.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Are you looking for people kind of hiding out?
Yeah, something to spook me.
Okay.
That's 12.
12. You don't really notice much. It's really hard to see.
Mm-hmm.
You're keeping an ear out more than you are keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get right here, make me a dexterity saving throw. Cricket.
21.
All right.
Yeah.
You step, and the floor beneath you all of a sudden gives way.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to back up fast enough and shift your weight back to the leg you were stepping off of, as the floor kind of opens up and you see a pit trap
Mm-hmm.
with spikes at the bottom of it. And it's just a 5-foot hole in front of you.
I like clutch my chest.
You're fine. Pat him on the back.
Whoa.
Oops. What kind of dirt are we on?
You're actually moving into more soil
Mm-hmm.
than the hard rock Candy Mountain.
Okay. Where's that shovel at?
I like point ahead,
We'll keep walking. Go.
jump over the 5-foot hole.
Easy enough. And there's another one now. You're good. You jump over too?
I'm gonna wait for him to not be in my way. Yeah.
You could come right here.
Sure.
Okay. You'll both make it. Still keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't notice anything. You see the shovel at the end. There's nothing else really going on here.
Where the shovel is, I'll start moving earth and moving it 5x5, like 5 cubic feet of dirt
Okay.
off to the side.
All right. Same thing. You move a 5 foot off to the side. Second one, and with this one, you have 3 small, kind of like strong boxes
Mm-hmm.
that kind of fall out with the moved earth.
I'll put them in my bag.
How big is this bag of yours?
Very big. How big are the?
They're about, I'd say, about 9 inches long, about
I don't know what that
7
looks
or
like.
8. 7 or 8 inches tall.
I guess I'll put like 2 in my bag and then put
We could open them and see if they're worth taking.
I'm just gonna assume that they are and get a better person to unlock them later, while we have people trying to come after us. How about that?
I haven't noticed anyone coming yet.
All right. Well, fine. Open this one.
I'll do my best to open it.
And
Okay.
I'll do my best to open one of the
You
other
know
ones.
what to do.
Come on, baby.
16 again.
Double 16s. Dex, 19.
Okay. Yeah. And I'll say with both of those rolls, y'all managed to get all three open. You find about 100 gold in each one.
Nice.
See?
I don't like you. You're too smug. Through a doll, which is weird.
We kind of like me and her kind of look at each other and kind of meh.
All these are going to be platinum. So
Oh,
10 platinum each.
15.
Yeah, I meant 10 platinum in each box.
Oh.
I'll give you 20 and I'll take 10
Huh.
since you shorted yourself on the last one. Awesome.
Man, I'm loving this.
All right.
Cool.
Hop your way back over the pit trap.
Yes.
Make your way to the fork.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to follow the river back up or go back to the entrance?
Hey, what was down that one?
There was some kind of weird big water hole.
I love weird big water holes. Let's go look.
Be my guest. I'll be over here.
I'm just gonna kind of sit down.
Okay. So you
Go
go
over
off on your own?
Mhm.
That's what I like to hear. All right. So you're sitting right about here. And you come 5 or 10, 20, 30 feet away, 40 feet away, 50 feet. You've got your orb glowing. It shines down into that hole.
I'll tear it up all the way.
You don't see the bottom of it.
Is there any loose rock?
Oh, all over the place.
I'll take a fist-sized one,
Okay.
cast light on it,
Okay.
drop it down.
Drop it. It falls and falls until you no longer see light coming from it.
I see his light go away and I get concerned and I start making my way towards him.
Okay. Go up here.
Is everything? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I dropped a light rock down. Let me do it again. Watch. Zoom. Give me some knuckles. That was good. I forgot you could do that.
It just sinks
Mm-hmm.
10, 20, 30, 100 feet until the water is no longer clear enough for you to see it.
Wow.
Where's Sally?
Wow.
For those of you listening, I've been using my hand to make Sally talk, quote unquote.
Pantomime? Right?
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Well, pantomime is like no sound,
There no sound.
I think.
Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
well, I guess this was the fool's errand. I'll turn my light back on myself and let's go.
Okay. Y'all turn around.
Yes.
Y'all head back out.
We die.
You keep going to that original fork near the entrance of the cave. Do y'all want to go back to where that campfire was?
Now I do.
I mean, it's either that or go back out the entrance.
Yeah.
Or go back
Yeah.
to that first crate.
As we get right here,
Uh,
like no. Well, yeah, whatever. As we're walking,
okay.
I'm gonna realize that. Remember that the tabaxi guy could climb. I'm gonna start looking above us.
All right. Give me a perception check.
A 19.
You don't see them, but you do see tiny little claw marks every now and then where whenever the ground is too wet to move on, someone kind of climbed on the side of the wall.
Heads up.
I'll look up.
I'll point out the claw marks. Remember, you can go up there. So
Mm.
All right. So y'all keep walking, I assume?
we'll take a couple more feet of steps, and I'll go. Wait, hold on. How did you look over there?
With my eyes?
Yeah, but you were in the room with me the whole time.
Yeah.
She says kind of coyishly.
Was it you or him
What was?
that went and looked over there?
I guess you could say it was both of us.
You know what? I think I've been quite rude lately. Sally, my name is Darren. I'll put my hand out as if to shake her hand.
She shakes your hand.
As I go to grab, do I feel like his fingers in there?
No. You feel a doll's hand.
Sally, you're quite interesting.
Thank you.
And she kind of like tussles her like little yarn hair, little blonde yarn hair.
You still creep me out, but you're cool.
You know, not many people get introduced to me, so it's refreshing to meet new people.
Why don't people get to meet you?
Oh, it's a bit hard to make friends when you kind of give people the silent treatment a lot.
And she kind of like looks at Darren and Darren's not Darren. She looks at Cricket and Cricket's kind of like shy and like his head is down.
And I'm doing the same look to Cricket.
But it's okay. We get by just fine. Tally-ho!
And Cricket starts making his way forward.
All right, y'all move up. Get to the outcropping with that campfire that is no longer lit.
Well, should we go farther in, see what dangers awaits?
Would you mind if we take a short break? We're feeling a bit tired. If that's okay, it maybe just an hour or so. Maybe get a little more prepared, make a plan.
And you decided to wait till we get all the way back over here?
Well, we know the area, and we know what's behind us, so the only really point of interest is ahead of us. So our eyes will remain sharp and vigilant.
Sure. Yeah, I'll sit down in my corner.
I'll sit next to him.
Okay.
Like awkwardly close to him?
No.
Okay.
Cricket knows about personal space. Trust me.
I guess we sit to take a short rest.
All right.
Keeping an eye out the entire time.
And I'll
Dude.
have my stuff dimmed.
Give me perception checks.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Yeah. And it would be disadvantage for you too, because you've only got about 10 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see darkness like it's bright light or
Normally.
dim light?
Normally.
Like normal dark vision?
No.
Okay.
Like I can see darkness normally.
Okay.
16.
That is going to be 18 for me.
All right. So y'all take a short rest.
Mm-hmm. Spend a hit die.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to. One health point away be the death of me.
That's a good point for Darren because there have been many times.
All right. So you come to the close to about an hour of sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
Not really saying much, keeping an eye out. You smell kind of the moisture in the air
Mm-hmm.
from the river. You hear it splashing as it winds its way away from you. Every now and then you hear these frogs jumping in.
Just so you remember that my bag is tied off with an alarm spell.
Okay.
So anyone other than me that opens it, I get notified.
Okay.
It's kind of just like a satchel. It's like just a big sack that has like straps on it, so I can put it on my back.
Okay. A Nike bag, a little athletic bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you finish your short rest?
All right. Cricket stands up, stretches a bit, and like kind of nods like, all right. And he like extends a hand out to help Darren get up.
I'll let him help me up.
And I motion to let's go.
Lead the way, sunshine.
Who rolled 18?
I did.
I'll say as you get to the opening right here,
Yep.
you just notice a little couple drops of blood on the ground.
Mm-hmm. I look up.
I'll see that he's looking up, and I'll look up.
Give me another perception check.
Me too.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
No, right here, if you've got that light on, you're looking at the wall right above you.
Natural 20.
13.
You see those claw marks that you saw, and kind of in the midst of those claw marks, a little smudge of blood, like it had been kind of smudged up against the wall as someone was crawling along the wall.
Say that again.
So you see the claw marks
Uh-huh.
from where someone was climbing,
All right, yeah.
and in the middle of where all these claw marks are, you see a small streak of blood that looks like it was kind of slid across the wall as someone was walking across the wall or climbing across the wall.
Like
Okay.
almost like drag marks, but in the ceiling.
Yeah,
Ah.
or just on the wall right next to you.
Which way are they going?
Give me a survival check.
Alrighty, alright. No, that's gonna be a
Oh, I'm proficient
9.
with that. 18.
18. They're going both ways. You see streaks that look as if they came towards you, and then streaks like they look like they may have gone away from you. And as you look at the wall, you can see, every 5-10 feet, some more of these little smears.
Do the ones away from us look more fresher than the one right above us?
They all look about the same.
I kind of think back. We didn't wound.
You did not. He was never touched.
I'll look behind us on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Do they keep going that way?
Nope. And they're not very high up. It's just about 5 or 7 feet off the ground. Kind of enough to keep out of the river.
What are you making that?
Like, furrow my brow inquisitively and shrug.
Either they attacked him, or he's climbing that closely to the wall. I don't know.
Like, gesture 1, like the first one.
Well, let's keep walking. Let's be careful. I'll keep a very close eye now around.
Same.
Okay.
We're walking very slowly
All right.
and stealthily.
You follow the river, and through this area, it's only about 4 or 5 feet wide, mostly in this slick river. You're having to travel very slowly, grabbing onto the wall to keep from being swept away. as you're walking up. It's very labor-intensive work making your way up this river. You do this for about 10 minutes and come into where it kind of widens again, kind of like where that last campfire was. So there's a little bit more dry ground for you to kind of catch your breath at. You're looking around. Give me perception checks.
15.
Where are we at?
Just right up there, yeah.
18. Sorry.
18 and
Soft 20.
soft 20. Same thing. You're seeing these small, very subtle smudges of blood on the walls. No other sign that anyone's here. You do see kind of where there's enough space to get on the ground. The smudges stop on the wall, and then they pick back up at the end of this little outcropping, where it narrows back in around that river. They pick back up.
Anything of an interest in this area?
It's just a empty room. Seems like.
Anything on the ceiling?
You look up. You see some glistening from some light from your light cantrip, kind of sparkling back at you, but nothing really up there.
That's just like moisture.
Give me an investigation check.
12.
12. You see some lower down. You can get a bit of a better look at it, and it's kind of like little mineral deposits, quartz crystal kind of things, kind of popping through every now and then. Just standard cave shit.
I hear the vibrations from those can heal you.
Get the right ones.
Charge him with moonlight.
Yep.
I will motion him for him to lead the way down the rest of this river
Make my way.
downtown.
Okay. You go back into the river. Kind of same thing. Very slow work. Pretty labor intensive. It's about another 15, 20-ish minutes of really working your way through. Every now and then you kind of start to slip, and Darren catches you, and you finally make it up to where it widens out again. And ahead, you see that this river makes almost a sharp turn to the right and makes a bit of a U-turn. You go up, and the wall comes out, and it kind of ends as that river wraps its way around that wall. Do you go around the wall? What are we doing?
Keeping an ear and an eye out before. I kind of want to, like, if I can, put my back against the wall and kind of do that maneuver where you, like, peek over your shoulder sort of deal. Just, like, peep my head out and scope out the situation ahead.
All right, count for me from that wall. See how far down you can see. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So you just see this river kind of start to wander through there. It keeps going past your vision.
All right.
It does look like there's enough land to kind of walk down this area without too much difficulty.
I'll give Darren the kind of, like, come here, or, like, let's go
And I'll
Okay.
give him the weight finger, and I'm gonna just take a solid look around each clearing that we get to.
Okay.
So that whole clearing around the river right there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just take a closer look at,
Alright.
see if there's anything of note,
Give me perception.
or blood or whatever. Soft 20.
You don't really find much in this area. Just more rock, more crystal. You start to feel a little more centered. But yeah, you don't really find much of anything.
All right, cool. I'll let him move the way.
All right, y'all head back up, or continue heading up.
Yeah.
And as you come about 20, 30 feet up, you can start to see farther and farther down. Towards the end of your vision, you start to see two small shapes down there. It could be rocks or something.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite sure.
I kind of like stop Darren in his place.
Whoa.
Oh, I like gesture, like look, and point forward. I know he can't see that far out, but I'll give like two smallish. I don't know. And then I'll like kind of give the motion and walking, so we start moving in more stealthily.
Okay. Give me stealth checks.
He does that before he starts walking away. $23.
Okay.
19.
All right. You continue moving up. Go ahead and you can move your
Figures.
peoples.
Oh.
About there, yeah. You continue moving up. As you get about, say, 50 feet away, those shapes kind of take on more shape for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you see these, thank you, wordsmith right here. Looks like little stools made out of pieces of wood and some leather stretched across them.
Mm-hmm.
You see two of these little stools sitting here, like some people were
Empty?
just sitting here. Yeah, they're empty.
I like get really cautious and start looking around, see if there's anything within sight.
All right, give me a perception check.
See him doing that. I'm going to do it as well, but I don't know what I'm looking for.
Okay. With disadvantage.
10.
Okay.
7.
You don't see anything.
Should I burn down the chairs?
Shake my head no. Look at you like confused, like, what the fuck, man?
All right. And then as you get up, the ceiling starts really sloping downwards.
Mm-hmm.
And right where those the chairs are, the ceiling kind of ends just an inch or two above the river.
Mm. And the river's still flowing.
Are there floaty tubes next to the chairs?
There's a guy in the lifeguard
There's
vest.
a long orange little
Inner tube.
floaty. You see a whistle down there, some sunscreen.
Yeah.
Keep your hands and feet inside the tube at all times. Do not lift up your head because you will get a concussion. And enjoy your ride.
And you did come this way before.
Mm-hmm.
You remember this part specifically because it kind of stands out in your memory.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, you had to kind of float in the water and crawl upside down to get through this. And there were pockets where you'd have to go underwater and move about 5 or 10 feet and come back up to get a breath and do that a couple times.
I'm gonna bring Sally out again and explain.
Okay.
All right. This next part's a bit tricky, especially if you can't hold your breath very long. We essentially have to wall crawl on our backs, floating on the water through this next portion. But that should be fairly easy.
You're wall crawling on your back?
Yeah, you float, use the wall to crawl through the small.
So your back is against the wall?
You're floating, and you're holding the wall to
Gotcha.
crawl on the wall.
Let's go. Put the staff in its spot on my back so
Okay.
it sits there. Start crawling down.
All right. So you get down in the water, start floating on your back, and pull yourself up into that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a geological term for this.
Small waterfall.
Or tunnel.
Yeah, it's a little tunnel. Take a breath, and you see the water starts slapping at the top of the ceiling, and you realize you're gonna have to go under.
Mm-hmm.
Hold your breath, crawl. You don't have to hold your breath too long. You see kind of that shimmering from below that kind of indicates water or indicates air. And pop your head up into that bubble, take a breath. You can crawl for a few minutes, breathing. Again, you got to go under, and this process kind of repeats itself, and it takes close to about 45 minutes of going under, coming back up, taking breaths. Is anyone claustrophobic?
Mm-mm.
No.
All right. So it's you make your way through it pretty easily.
Wait, character-wise or people-wise?
Character-wise.
Yeah, no.
Okay, good. And you come out on the other end. And as you come out, you see
Huh.
an empty bottle, a little vial kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That if you were a affluent person may have purchased a potion or something, but it's empty and it's just kind of laying off to the side here.
I'll smell it.
Okay. You smell the water.
Continue. Lead on.
Continue making my way forward.
Okay. And we'll just continue the stealth rolls from before. You come around and you see 2 empty sleeping bags.
Mm-hmm.
As the path kind of widens out, and the water continues ahead, and it curves to the left, and it goes kind of behind a wall where you can't really see past it.
I'll do the same thing I did before and kind of back to the wall, peek out a little bit.
Okay. I
Wall?
will note that you see light shining
Mm-hmm.
from past where this wall kind of blocks your sight.
Okay.
I would assume I could do that too, right?
Yes.
I'm going to go investigate the sleeping bags.
Okay.
21.
Completely empty. You see a bit of a pee stain on one of them.
Grody.
Might catch that on fire later.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Alright.
back to the wall.
Back against the wall, you look around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
What wall? This wall? Which wall are you going to?
I think the one right before the gap.
Right here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So right there, you look around, and give me a perception check.
Soft 20.
Okay. The wall kind of breaks the line of sight,
Mm-hmm.
but you can hear some very hushed whispering from up ahead.
Okay. And Darren can see me from right here, right?
Yeah.
And I hear, I kind of gesture to him like over there, talking. And I like start counting, and I say, I don't know.
Bring out my staff. Firebolt in the other hand. Just
Kinda-
like, let's go.
Kind of nervous, and start scooting my way that way.
All right. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
What? No.
Spicy.
I got rich this episode.
We got that dollar bills, y'all.
All
Dollar
right, guys.
bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all.
Thanks for checking in.
And we will see y'all next time on
UCAP.
UCAP.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
I gotta pee.